Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm the product manager here at Avokaado, and today I want to discuss a little bit about one of our HR system integrations, exactly what can you do with it, and how the other tools in our platform really make it a super beneficial bundle for an HR manager to do their day-to-day work. I'll be jumping into BambooHR today. And here I would like to show you how exactly a integration configuration is set up. So the concept goes that each configuration is based on a template you've automated on the platform. Here you can see a couple. So here's an employment contract, an amendment. You could also have private interests, GDPR rules, health policies, or terminations. So really whatever is needed based off your company's rules, you can set it up here, configure them, and then it's done, and then you can use each configuration every time you need to draft a contract. When we look inside, you can exactly see here is the connected template. Here are fields which you can kind of configure for convenience. But the real moneymaker is here, I'd say. So here we have the fields from Bamboo on the right side and the fields from the template itself on the left side. The template fields are based off of your own setup. So whatever fields you need, whatever way your template has been automated based on your company's rules, those are the fields that are going to be appearing here. And you can go in and you can start mapping all the fields from Bamboo's side to match the template. Meaning only once when you're doing the setup needs you to mark what field goes where, and after it's done, then every time you draft a contract, it just uses the rules you've set here. Then you can also create some automatic creation triggers. One of the options is webhooks, which is a possibility if you guys have some additional kind of horsepower to do your own development. But the other option also is automatic tracking. So what the system does is every 24 hours, it checks if any new employees have been created, and then based off of that employee card, it triggers the contract in Avokaado side with all the set rules. And here you can set all the things like what file type to upload, and if there are any additional rules in the software. So in this case, if it's shared with an employee, and what folder it should be posted in. I've right now set unsigned file, but it can be also signed, or it could be both. So whichever is necessary, that can be set. And lastly, you can set the sharing rules. You always have to set some type of ownership. So either a person who's creating the document, or if there's automation involved, then it can be either the employee's manager or someone in the workspace. Then here you can see that I've also set the rules for the people in Bamboo that's possible to pull in from Bamboo. So maybe the manager needs to approve, maybe they need to sign, whichever is needed. Maybe they need to view or edit. And the same goes for the employee. Whatever rules or whatever tasks they need to do, you can set them here. And every time the contract is generated, they're automatically added with those rules. And lastly, maybe from someone from the company side needs to be a editor or viewer, signer, approver, a CEO who always needs to sign, or an accountant who always needs to view. So you can add them here. They're added every time, as many people as you need, and really it cuts down on the repetitive tasks that you need to do in order to just draft a contract that you know by heart. And once the rules are set, you can, of course, test it out here when you're doing the setup, but I'm going to show you how day looks like. So in this case, you would jump here or on the workspace tab and click on create ADOC, jump into from integration, and here find the configuration that you were just looking for, which in this case was this employment contract. Then to generate the contract, you need to jump over to Bamboo side, and from the URL find the ID, copy it over here, And if you want to, just to check that you're doing the right contract with the right fields, you can generate a preview, which shows you, yes, exactly, Charlotte was the one that I wanted to use. So here I can already see information being pulled in and know that this is exactly what I want to work with, that I can move forward. And now that I created or clicked on create this document, it's creating a document filled with the fields that I showed before. But additionally, it adds the collaborators and any other rules you've set to the contract. Now, as some fields were left unfilled, then I can jump in here, see what I wanted to fill, like some dates, maybe something from the choices I need to change. But all in all, most of the things are set. I can continue filling in, and once I feel like I'm in a good place, I can click save. Now, some of the additional features to mention, which are really good to use, are, for example, queue-based. Well, you can do also approving, but in this case, I'll mention signing just because here we have more than one person. So if this is the employee and let's say this is the manager and you need the manager to for sure sign it before so you know it's good to go, that this is exactly what you can do. Then there's the automatic workflow, which can already be turned on the template level, but this makes the contract move through each phrase without any additional clicks, because what we've had built is the ability to also check before you send for signing, check before you send for approval. But if all this contract template creation has been done very rigorously, so everything has been checked through and approved, then you know that you can just send it forward and have the automatic flow do the work for you. And also automatic notifications. So if someone's not doing any action, then every other day or one day or other day they send the people notifications so that they know to do their actions. Again, something that's for you to do. If there's something you need to discuss or notify about, then this is exactly also the place you can do it in. You don't need to write any emails, but you can add a comment and this triggers an email to this person. Also, you can add in any reminders you would like to have. So let's say there is a due date for this signing, then you can add this in here. Or if there's any renewal notes or whatever that you need to be aware of, then these can be added in. And this really makes it so that all the necessary actions you need to do, necessary things that need to be done, don't need to sit in some emails or I don't know, some different softwares, but everything can happen in one place, and that makes everything, that much more smoother. But just to show also the posting back of the document, if I mark this manually as done, then this also triggers the same effect that the signing does. So if we jump into the activity log, then this is actually a really great place to keep an eye on everything that's going on. So here we can see the beginning of the configuration and all the actions that were taken. If other parties take actions, then this is exactly the place you can check in. And as we finish the contract, then we can jump over here and see if the file was posted back here when the signing was done. And in this case, so we did mark it manually as done, but also signing creates the same effect. We can see that the file was posted back here. And this, in this case, was the unsigned one, but can be the signed one, whichever one you need. And it can sit here as well. So really, you have the whole, all the steps that don't require, brain work because they're set by your company's rules can be handled here. And you just need to do everything that really requires specific attention. So, any peculiar use cases or out of the ordinary situations. I hope this was beneficial and I hope to see you in Avokaado soon.